A new batch of dinosaurs has hatched for Jurassic World Evolution 3, including several fan favorites like Acrocanthosaurus. We have some exciting species to add to the list. Earlier today we got the Megalodon showcase, and if you missed it, you can check out the breakdown on the channel after this video. Megalodon has of course also been added to the database, but we already knew about this species, so let's move on. Another species we already had on the list is Geosternbergia, revealed in the announcement trailer for Jurassic World Evolution 3 back in June. It's crazy how time has flown by, and now we're a little over a month away from the launch of the game. Subscribe to the channel if you want to stay up to date on all the news in the meantime, and for the parks we'll be building starting on October 21st. Next up is a deluxe dinosaur added to the database, the Protoceratops. This was a much requested dinosaur, so it's good seeing it come to life in the Evolution series. Just keep in mind that you need to purchase the deluxe edition to get this dinosaur for your parks. I really hope we get more new dinosaurs in the base game roster, because Protoceratops from the Deluxe and other brand new dinosaurs really show how well Frontier can design these dinosaurs, making them more paleo accurate and better looking than most of the old roster. Back to the Protoceratops, if that baby animation is melting your heart, I have an in-game shot of this animation as well for your enjoyment. This footage was shared around the time the game was announced. I always love the animations that Frontier comes up with, and I can't wait to check out all animations for the babies. Last one before the exciting reveals start is the Spinoceratops. Spinoceratops was in the 99% confirmed column, and we can now move it over to 100% official. As is the case for all hybrids, it does not have sexual dimorphism, and it can't have babies. Don't worry though, she's living her best single life. Okay, now let's sink our teeth into the exciting stuff. 6 new reveals to add to the confirmed species list, and several of these are fan favorites. Starting with the ultimate chonker, Acrocanthosaurus. I was getting worried, not gonna lie, but now I am so happy to see this giant theropod return for the base game, and I know I'm not the only one. This is one of those dinosaurs that I didn't just want because I love the dinosaur in the past games, even though I do, but also because I just could not wait to see a baby Acrocanthosaurus. And this baby does not disappoint. Oh my god, I cannot wait for like the first in-game footage of this little baby Acrocanthosaurus. He's so chubby. I love him so much already. As for the adults, I just love this addition to the roster. The roster definitely needed more big theropods, and Acro is a crowd-pleasing pick. The sexual dimorphism is subtle, but I think the hump on the spine of the male is bigger, and we see a change to the male's pattern, which is my preferred sexual dimorphism expression anyway. I really like seeing the sexual dimorphism get used as an excuse to give us new skins. Skins are very important to me, and Acro has good ones to begin with, so this is very promising. Like, can you imagine this in like, you know, the purple or the bright green or the blue? Oh, it's gonna be good. Next up, Maiasaura. Now, Maiasaura gets some hate for its looks. On its own, I wouldn't say it's a popular species. But nevertheless, this one was much requested, and that's because it's a very fitting dinosaur to be in the base game for Jurassic World Evolution 3, as this is the good mother lizard. So it only makes sense that we can have this dinosaur from day one in the game that finally introduces baby dinosaurs. I really hope that there's something in the behavior or the requirements of the Maiasaura that is a reference to this nurturing nature for which it is known. For example, we know that the welfare of the infants will affect the happiness of some of the adults. Not all of the adults care about their children, but some of them. Maybe they can take that to the extreme for Maiasaura. Also, while Maiasaura is not the prettiest as an adult, the baby doesn't suffer. It has yet to grow that unibrow, so it is very, very cute. A similar species is the Muttaburrasaurus, and I think exactly because it is similar in build to Maiasaura and Edmontosaurus is the reason Muttaburrasaurus made it in. Just like Archaeornithomimus was easy for Frontier to add with Gallimimus already in the game, and Gigantspinosaurus and Chunkingosaurus are kind of a 2-for-1 as well, to put it bluntly. Muttaburrasaurus is one of my favorite species though. I love the skins on this dinosaur, and it's a welcome surprise to see another Australian species make it in, as I was kind of suspecting they'd save the Australian dinosaurs, by which I mean cut the Australian dinosaurs, for an Australian themed DLC down the line. Such a DLC is of course still possible and very much wanted from my end, but now we have Kronosaurus and Muttaburrasaurus already confirmed for the base game, and I'm secretly keeping my fingers crossed for Australovenator. 4th edition is Dryosaurus. Coincidentally, I've seen Dryosaurus get mentioned on the Jurassic World Evolution subreddit in recent days, with people saying how badly they want this dinosaur to return, and I totally agree. I think this is an excellent addition to the roster. It always adds a lot of variety to a mixed herbivore habitat. It's a lovely design, good skins, and if you add a baby this adorable on top of all of that, it's just a must-have dinosaur. It's an underrated little herbivore, but I'm equally happy to have Dryosaurus back, as I'm happy we get Acrocanthosaurus in Jurassic World Evolution 3. Then we have Coelophysis, which brings some of that much-needed Triassic representation to the game. Of course, I'm keeping my fingers crossed for more Triassic species, especially Plateosaurus, whether it be in the base game or coming down the line in a DLC. For the base game though, it's really starting to look like we'll have, at best, a handful of new species, because by the end of this video we are up to 67 of 82 slots already taken, with several canon dinosaurs still missing that we can pretty safely assume are gonna be in the game. But at the rate they are revealing dinosaurs in these database batches, I think we'll have the full roster revealed before launch, and I would really appreciate that, just knowing exactly what we're getting. There's another batch coming next week, so subscribe to the channel if you want to stay up to date on all the dinosaurs and all the other news. Next week is also the early preview event in London, where some lucky folks, myself included, get to play the game ahead of launch. So I'm very excited about that, and of course I will be sharing all my findings on the channel. The final dinosaur to add to the roster today is Chasmosaurus. It's not my personal favorite of the ceratopsians, but I do like that it's much smaller than a lot of them, and it does have good frill colorization. Also, baby Chasmo. Need I say more? I don't think I need to, but I will. I just want to add that, just like what we've seen with Triceratops, the sexual dimorphism with Chasmosaurus really shows in the size of the horns and the size of the frill, which are much more pronounced with the male Chasmosaurus than it is for the female. I think even for the female, they might have shrunk it down to what we've seen it in Jurassic World Evolution 2. Let me know in a comment down below which of the new reveals is your favorite of this database batch, and this is the updated, confirmed list for Jurassic World Evolution 3. If you have a special, favorite species that is not yet on this list that you really hope is going to be in the game, let me know about that as well. I'd love to talk to you guys in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, liking, subscribing, and until next time, stay tuned for more.